holiday edition of Y'all Hearing This. Thank you so much for coming back. My name is Kay.
Yes, my name is Honeybee, or you can call me B. And don't mind me, because I'm getting a little hot and bothered.
That's right, that's right. We're so excited about the holidays. We're like...
I know, right? Oh, I'm getting verklempt.
That's right.
Verklempt.
Duran is neither Duran nor Duran. Discuss amongst yourselves.
Right. It's all about Barbara Streisand.
That's right.
Streisand for days.
Her legs, they're like butter.
They're like butter. Like a big fat stick of butter.
You remember that SNL?
Yes, that's why I love it. I love it.
Oh, Mike Myers.
Yes. Oh, God.
Oh, man. So, thank you guys so much for joining us. We are so excited. This week, we got into our favorite holiday song.
Yes. And there's so many we could choose.
I know. It was so tough. It was so tough. I literally chose mine, like, right before we started.
Oh, my God.
I was like, I don't know. Because I wanted to go a little... Because I love all the old standards, and there's so many good versions of them. There's so many great, like, original songs, too, but... I went with Walking in the Air from the Snowman. So this is it's like a 15-minute long little video that I can't remember a time not watching it, you know? And
the actual whole thing?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I thought it was like almost like a full like a Charlie Brown's Christmas.
No, 15 minutes. Yeah. It's small. It's based on a book.
I didn't know that. Wow.
Yeah, so it's based on a book that's just a picture book. There's no words in it. And the video itself, it has a lot of fun music, and it's very fun to watch. But the only time that you hear words at all is in the song. And yeah, it's one of my favorites, and I can't remember a time not like watching this growing up. You know, we definitely watch it every year. We had an old VHS tape of it, and now you can find it. I think I found it on Amazon last year or something. But anyway, we showed it to like my nephews and stuff like that. So it was a lot of fun.
I was actually going to ask you like what because I know you love holiday music like me, and like. Can you tell us, like, we're going to get into this one, but can you just, like, tell us some of the other songs you would have picked? Just to, let people kind of pick some songs they can throw on the list with this song.
Yeah, for sure. So, definitely Nat King Cole's Christmas song. Anything Whitney. We did the Christmas in July one. What was it?
Do You Hear What I Hear?
Do You Hear What I Hear? I love that one. Literally, the Very Merry Christmas album, basically. Yes. There's a song on that by Sting called Gabriel's Message, which is so beautiful.
Yes.
Also from that, Stevie Nicks' Silent Night. I love that one. I love that version. There's so many. Also, I really was seriously thinking about something from the Messiah too, because that has a special meaning.
Because your grandparents, right? Oh, yes.
And my grandma always had it on, but my mom and I listened to it anytime we're going anywhere around the holidays. We listen to it in the car.
Yeah, you have to.
And that was our driving, like if we were, because we used to go up to my grandparents in Maine for Christmas, and so we would listen to it on the way.
Oh, I love that. I love road trips.
And I know,
especially in the holiday season, you hear you can smell the fireplace as you're like the fire's burning as you're like driving on the highway, like that smoky. Oh,
yeah. So let's get into the Snowman a little bit. So it's a 1982 television film. So it was originally done over for the BBC. But it is based on a book, The Snowman. So it's based on Raymond Briggs. That's the name of the gentleman who wrote the book, and he put that out in 1978. So it was on BBC Channel 4. It was first shown on the 26th of December, 1982, and it was nominated for a Best Animated Short Film at the 55th Academy Awards and won a BAFTA TV award. And BAFTA is the British film.
Oh, so, okay.
Their BAFTAs are like our Oscars.
I was going to say it's like our Oscars or Academy. Okay.
Well, it's kind of mixed because it's also TV, too, so it does.
Oh, so it sounds like the Emmys and Oscars mixed.
Yeah, kind of.
That's dope.
Yep.
That's dope.
So it's told through music and the pictures and like the actions. There's no speaking at all in it. The only thing is just the song. So the orchestral score was performed in the film by the Symphony of London, and the song was performed by Peter Audi, St. Paul's Cathedral choir boy. It ranked at number 71 on the 100 Greatest British Television Programs, and that was from 2000. And it was voted number 4 in UK TV Gold's Greatest TV Christmas Moments.
That's dope.
Let's get into the music part. Let's see. So the producer was Howard Blake, and I'm sorry, he wrote the song. He had actually written the song some years earlier during a really difficult period in his life, and then the song formed the main theme for the work.
Wow.
And then he also wrote the score for the song,
wow.
which I know we only watched a piece of it, but the rest of it is so much fun, and it really fits it because it's, it's about a little kid and playing with his snowman, basically. Like he first he makes it, and then it comes to life at night, and then they go to, like, when we finish the song, they're going to go see Santa, and he gets a gift and stuff like that. Yeah, it's so cute.
Did you build snowmans when you were a kid?
So growing up in the South, no.
Oh.
So we moved up here when I was 12, 13.
Was that the first time you experienced snow?
No. So it had, when we lived in Tennessee, it had snowed that I can remember, like, once, like a lot.
Right.
Well,
right.
a lot for there. So it was like 2 inches.
Okay, yep.
Literally, they shut things. There was.
I just picture people going, what?
Literally, they had to bring snowplows out from Nashville. We were in Memphis. So half a state, and it's not like Rhode Island half a state. It's like, 8-hour drive.
I think that is so funny.
And like no one knows how to drive in it. You know what I mean? Like no one had any idea. And so we made like a broke ass holiday snowman because it was like that big.
It was made out of the brown snow from the sand of the. Because it was only 2 inches of snow. Exactly. It's like you can't even make one.
Yeah, you can't.
Look, you can still see the grass a little.
Yeah, I remember we were living in Navy housing because I remember the backyard that we had. But,
Navy housing.
Yeah, so
memories.
And we did come up. One year we did come up to New Hampshire and Maine. I think it was for my grandpa's 60th birthday, something like that. So we did take like a road trip.
That's dope. I love that.
And so then, we definitely came. It wasn't around Christmas, but there was snow on the ground, I remember.
Yeah. What type?
Yeah.
Roach? Okay, so I know. Listen, this is a holiday episode, so we're just going to go with the flow, okay?
That's right.
What type of car did you guys drive?
Oh, a van. It was a van with the wood side. Yep. Absolutely.
Was it a Dodge Caravan? Because we had Dodge Caravan.
It absolutely was. I think it was white with the brown wood.
Ours was like silver.
Yeah.
It was like that. It was like a base color.
There was no TVs and DVD players. And
right, whatever. Unless you had a conversion van.
You listened to whatever your parents were listening to.
Right.
And you liked it.
Okay.
I think at that point in time, I probably didn't even have a Walkman or anything. I can't remember. I might have at that point because I was old enough. So one of my cousins had just been born, and we saw them on the way up, and I like held him. So I was old enough I could hold a baby.
Right.
I think I changed his diaper or something.
Right.
Alex,
right.
Hi, Alex. In case you're watching, not changing your diapers.
Right.
But yeah.
That's so dope. Yeah. I'm here for that. Ooh, it was a good choice. I really liked it because I like the whimsicalness of it all. I don't even know if that's a word, but the whimsicalness of it all. There was something that just, I feel like if you have a tough time during the holidays, that's the type of video that will awaken.
Well, okay, you haven't seen the whole thing. It is sad at the end. So.
So we're just going to stick with the one that we saw. We're not going to say, right. So just watch the short clip. Okay.
The rest of it is very fun, and I mean, it's
right. I mean, I feel like all Christmas stories are bittersweet at the end. Like they always are like, here's all the gifts, but we're gonna make you cry just a little bit.
It's about a snowman. I'm just saying.
He got to go at some point. Snowman can't be going to California.
Right.
Well, he gonna be Puddle Man.
Right.
Anyways,
we have no Olafs here.
Right. But it gave this this feeling of like hope. Like there's like that childhood, it awakens something in you that makes you remember like what it felt like to be a kid at Christmas.
And I love the choice for the boy soprano in it because it's such a beautiful, like innocent sounding, pure as ever, like voice, just so like a bell almost, you know what I mean? It was so pretty. I love it. I love it so much. That song can make me cry just listening to it because it's so beautiful. Right. You have stuff like that, like that.
Like that just make you. Yep.
There's something about it that is just so beautiful that it makes you like. It's not sad. I don't even know.
It's bittersweet. Yeah. Because it's not necessarily sad. It's just like it's very melancholy. Like it's just very. You know what I mean? That was a great choice. I thought it was fabulous.
Thank you.
My choice.
I'm so excited.
Was, oh my god, there was so many I could have chose from. Obviously, I originally was gonna do like all Mariah Carey the whole December because she is the Queen of Christmas and all that great stuff. But I was like, you know what? Let me switch it up because at the end of the day, yes, they are my favorite songs, but I really do enjoy showing everybody new music maybe never heard of or whatever the case may be. Which, not the same, not everybody has heard all of Mariah Carey's album, but I really thought about it and I was going to do that song like, So This Is Christmas. Is that Merry Christmas, The War Is Over or something like that?
War Is Over, yeah. And the Beatles.
And so the Beatles did that, right? So I always listened to, I either heard that while I was working at the Christmas tree shop or I would hear Celine Dion's version. And, which, side note, Celine Dion released a special edition of her Christmas album because this is like the 25th or something anniversary. So definitely check that out. Love Celine.
Yes, for sure.
But I was either going to do that. I was thinking about, again, I mentioned Donny Hathaway's This Christmas. I was thinking about all these different TLC's Sleigh Ride, like
I know there's so many fun ones.
Oh god.
Or I didn't even touch on one of my favorite Christmas movies of all time, White Christmas.
Yep, which we're gonna get into because that's a good segue. We're gonna get into that later. But I ended up choosing Boyz II Men featuring Brian McKnight's Let It Snow.
So good.
Oh my god, yes. Their version is so dope. There's not a lot of information on it, but which is actually kind of interesting because this song is literally become a standard. Like, is it being played as much as All I Want for Christmas Is You? Maybe not, but it's up there. Like, I don't think you can go anywhere without hearing this song at some point in any store, radio station. Like this is a standard. Yes.
People.
Like, come on, Light Rock 105. Have they started early yet?
So they have. You can listen to it online. They don't start it live on the radio until the day after Thanksgiving, but they do. You can start it now. The day after Halloween, you can go online and get it. I forget what they call it, like the Kris Kringles. I don't know. Anyway.
Right. They so the song is called Let It Snow, and it says Let It Snow is a song co-produced and performed by American contemporary R&B group Boyz II Men, and it features vocals from Brian McKnight. The song was issued as the only official single from Boyz II Men's album Christmas Interpretations. The song was written by Brian McKnight and Boyz II Men member Wanya Morris, and it peaked at number 32 on the Hot 100 chart in 1993. It is a prequel to the song titled Let It Snow 98, which was by Brian McKnight and Boyz II Men, which is featured on his first Christmas album, Bethlehem, which was released 5 years after Christmas Interpretations.
Gotcha. I love that they called it that because it was such a good, they took like the original song and then made it their own, which I love.
And like even like that album itself, just kind of like reading about it, it did get like a lot of rave reviews. And it says that it peaked at number 19 on the Billboard 200. And as of 2012, it sold about almost 2 million copies in the US.
Wow.
I really like this song specifically because I love that R&B sound. Like, I live for that. I really, really like Boyz II Men. I'm all about harmonies and all that stuff. So,
and they are so good.
Oh my god, it was just so good. And Brian McKnight, says it all.
Yeah, I don't think you can put on a song by either of those people that I'd be like, nah.
Right, like, no, we're good. Everything's fine. Like, we can, we're good. No, like
that sound is so good.
It is.
That 90s R&B sound is just so goddamn good.
I specifically, the years of like 93, that year, 93, 94.
Like this high school age for me. I started like 93, 94. You know what I mean? So like that's
like those.
That's all that time for me, watching MTV.
Yes. I will say for me, 93 through... You could even say 92 through probably 96 97, I feel like was the best. Yeah, all the years in the 90s was incredible, but like that 90s R&B sound, I feel like the core of it was between 92, 93 to like 96, 97. Like in that ballpark was when you had like Boyz II Men doing stuff with Brian McKnight. That's when you had the Black Streets, the Silks, the H-Towns, the High Fives, the like, and then you had your girl groups like Moke and Steph, Jade, SWV, you know what I mean? Like, right. Like all those sounds were just like, but this song always stuck out to me. And it actually is kind of surprising that it only reached number 32 on the charts because of how popular it is. Like I feel like it would have went higher, but that was also based when you had to be an artist and really sell records, when you had to really sell, like you had us fans going out there and buying like the CD singles, the tapes.
Yeah.
All of that. Casingles. Yes, Casingles. Oh my God. We used to go to Strawberries, Coconuts, FYE.
You never make the mistake of buying them from Walmart because you were not getting...
You were getting edited.
You were.
Hardcore.
Sorry, this is a very slight aside, but I may or may not have bought Beastie Boys' Ill Communication at Walmart. And so to this day, some of their songs, all I hear is that, like... edited like in my head, like if I'm singing it, like that's what I'm singing.
So my first rap hip hop album I ever bought was also from Walmart, and it was Ja Rule's "Pain Is Love," and it had that song, and everybody do we living it up? Say what do I do? Like with Bobby, it was Bobby Brown was on the song with him. Oh
my God! Wow. Oh my God. Yeah, anyways, back to like that whole time period. That's why I really picked this song, because it was just, there's so many different ones, and I felt like this needed some love, and this is the mood I'm in and like the vibes I'm on, so I picked this song. So shout out to Boyz II Men, Brian McKnight. Thank you for a fabulous song. It is a classic, and there's actually a really dope performance of this, which another reason why I picked it is probably around 2016, 2017-ish, when JoJo finally came back out with her first album in over a decade after going through her legal stuff with her label and all that. She was doing I think it was like a Disney Christmas special they do every year, and Boyz II Men was singing it, and they had her come out to sing Brian McKnight for it. Oh, that's cool.
And JoJo can sing with the best of them, and she was just... So if you go look up JoJo and Boyz II Men, it is incredible, their version of this song.
That's awesome.
So yeah, but we're going to segue because we're about to talk about something that we can talk about forever.
So if this podcast is 3 hours long,
right,
don't mind it.
Right.
Don't be afraid. It's
right,
fun.
Right. We are going to talk about our favorite holiday movies.
Oh my God. Where do I even start? Where do I even begin?
So this is what we'll try to do, because we're going to try to make this, because I know mine. So I'm going to make this extra hard. You can only have one.
No, I can't. I'm sorry, I can't.
You have to. You have to. And you can base it on your feeling right now in this present day. Because that's what I did with my Christmas song pick. Because I was like, I don't know how I can just pick one. Like, there's so many. And I just picked it with what my mood and everything is. Or most significant. And there's so many. But I'm going to challenge you.
God.
And if you could pick one movie to talk about and tell everybody why, in this moment, in this very second, why you chose that movie, think about it.
Okay.
Now, do you want me to go first?
Yes.
Okay. So, the movie that I am picking is a Christmas classic. And the reason that I picked it is because this is what reminds me of Christmas. And I might have talked about this during our Christmas in July episode. But I'm just going to reiterate it because it's that special. I cannot enjoy the holidays. I cannot even remotely just think of the holidays unless I think about A Christmas Story.
Yeah. Oh.
That is my favorite movie.
You know they're doing
Ralphie
a thing this year.
What?
They're doing the 30 years later or whatever. 40 years later. Yeah, with the same actors.
Is it like an interview special, or are they like making a film?
Making a film. I forget what it's called. Yeah. Yep.
Shut up!
Yep. I forget what it's called, but yeah, it's going to be on one of the TCM or something, or whatever one that does 24 hours of it. I think.
I truly didn't know that.
Yeah, I forget what it's called, but yeah, it's about like I guess his dad passed away, so he's going back to the house to like be with his family or something. You know what I mean? But yeah, it looks.
Oh my gosh!
Sorry.
That is good. That just made my whole day. Okay. Wait, I'm getting to the original. Right, I'm getting to the original. I'm getting for clips. Okay, so but the original, it was always on ABC Family. Mm-hmm. They would play it every year, Christmas Eve and Christmas Day for 24 hours, like just from night to night.
Yes, and they do.
They would play it over and over again, and we would have it on in the background. And when I was a kid, we would have a fire going, and I would lay in front of the fireplace. That was always my spot. The TV was in the corner, so I would be on my fireplace. My brothers would be laying wherever they would be laying, and we would be watching it. Mm-hmm. And then from there, I started.
You your eye out.
Huh? I know, right, for real. I used to. Like, I know that movie start to finish, and it's one of those movies where even if it's not Christmas time, and like so for instance, when my mom passed away, and I was just looking for anything to like, just fulfill that, I guess, get me out of that headspace. And I would throw this movie on, and I would be at peace. Like, it's that type of movie to me, but also more importantly, I love the story about it. Like, I think it's funny. I think that the story it really teaches us too, at the end of the day, throughout the whole thing, is like this kid is trying to get the perfect gift. Like, he wants that freaking BB gun. Like, he wants it. And, he goes through all these things to try to get it. And then when he actually gets it, and he really does, his mom and dad kept saying, "You're going to shoot your eye out, da-da-da." Like, and he gets it, shoots his eye out. Sorry, this is the whole spoiler if you haven't seen it. So... But I still...
And if you haven't, I mean, come on.
Right.
I'm sorry.
Right. I mean, at this point...
It's a 40-year-old spoiler. You're going to be okay.
Right. And at the end of it, he shoots his eye out. And then at the end of the whole film, it's just kind of like, he's happy and he's this and he's that. But like the family, it just ends with the family being together. And I almost take the film, like, just, not to get too deep, but I feel like... The premises of the whole story is like, not necessarily the grass isn't greener on the other side, but it's always like, just because it looks great or whatever, that's not what the most important thing is. Like, the gift isn't the most important thing. Mm-hmm. The BB gun's not the biggest thing. Like, you got what you wanted, and now you're not necessarily satisfied, or you really shot your eye out. And it's just kind of like that lesson that the holidays are truly about, not the gifts, but it's about being with the ones you love. And that's the message that was like instilled in me and my brothers. So like that movie, whenever I see it, it makes me think of remembering the reason for the season, which is just love and being around your loved ones. So that movie will always be on repeat. I watched that movie the whole time. I would only watch that movie. Like, it's just so that good. So A Christmas Story is my favorite movie.
I have to say, like, I liked it growing up.
Yes.
But I have to be in a certain mood to watch it now. And I think it's because I've seen it so many times. You know what I mean? That, like, yeah. Okay, so mine is not going to be a surprise because I can't not say the song. And it's funny because there's only about 5 minutes of actual Christmas stuff in it.
Oh, yep. I know what you're going to say.
So it's White Christmas.
Yep.
I love this movie. I love it. I think it's... I know.
There's a lot I haven't seen, so don't judge me. Like 30 Miracle on 34th Street.
I'm just saying it might be on our Patreon poll as a choice for this month. Maybe it will get picked, and I will force you to watch it, like Clockwork Orange. Like, Anyway, yeah. So this song. So the movie. It's filmed in the 50s. Mm-hmm. 60s, 50s. But it's Bing Crosby, Danny Kaye. It got Rosemary Clooney and Farrah. Oh, what is her last name? Is it Drake? No, not Drake. Anyway, so two kind of singers and two kind of dancers, but they all kind of do dance and sing too. And it's all about so Bing Crosby is like this big time like singer and whatever, and he's in the army during World War II. And at the very beginning, Danny Kaye's character like saves him, and so they end up becoming like a duo later. Oh. And so they're producing these shows and whatever. And so Danny Kaye comes up with this crazy idea to try and get him, because he's gone mad with the producing and everything, and he's not spending. He has no free time at all. Bing Crosby's gotten crazy,
right?
And so he has this plan to try and make him slow down a little bit and get a girl, you know. And so they meet these two sisters. Rosemary Clooney and Vera. I'm so sorry, I can't remember her name. It's bad because I watched this movie so many times.
Right.
But anyway, there's a whole thing, and they end up meeting like the guy who was the general when they were in the army together later on in life. But he's kind of like owned like an inn now, and it's kind of, you know. But anyway,
so it's like a whole like.
But you see like bits and pieces of the show, and they do like the stage shows and stuff like it's so good. It's so good.
I need to, yeah.
It's so good.
Listen, if y'all don't pick this, I'm still gonna watch it.
Yeah, I know. We should do an extra one because there's too many Christmas movies.
Right. No, there seriously is.
It's so good. And like it opens with them singing White Christmas, it ends with the same. But it's, you know, it is about the Christmas season, and then of course like the love you find, and also with the general. So the reason why I think I love it so much is I definitely watched it with my dad. And he was in the Navy.
Yeah.
And towards the end, there's a whole scene that's just really touching because the general, you know, he'd been out of the army for a while and was kind of like at a loss with like what to do. You know what I mean? And I think, you know, I don't want to put words in his mouth or whatever, but I think my dad has felt that before.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you do something for so long, he was in for 23 years.
Yeah.
And then, you know, and I don't think it's not that he doesn't like what he does now and different things like that, but it's so very different, I'm sure.
Right. I mean, I can honestly attest to that, because I feel like anybody that comes from a family with somebody who's been in the military that long, I feel like, you know, when they're out of it, you almost see that there's like, they're happy to be doing something different.
Yeah.
But there's like a longing for that life again.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's so different. And there's a scene at the end that's just so like moving and touching, and like, it makes me cry every time.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love it. I love all the songs from it.
Okay. So I'm gonna do it now. You know what I'm saying, since you know it is Christmas, it is holiday time, but for Christmas, I celebrate Christmas. You go ahead. You tell me one more movie.
Okay.
Tell me one more, because I know you are how you are with movies, so I need to know if you got one more movie.
Okay, I'll do super quick, and it's a cheesy movie, but I love it because it's all about the Messiah. So there's a movie called A Christmas Without Snow, and I think it was even a TV movie. I couldn't even tell you who's in it, but anyway, it takes place in San Francisco.
Hold that thought for a second, because you said TV movie, and I just want to sidebar. I do this all the time. Yes or no to Hallmark Christmas movies?
Oh, but yes, please. Oh, yes, God. All of them.
Okay, so yes or no to Lifetime Christmas movies?
Oh, absolutely. You give me a Christmas movie, I will watch it.
Really? Because some people are like really big about...
If it's cheesy, if I'm going to cry at some point, sign me up. I love it.
I'm here for it.
I love Christmas movies. Any of them. Seriously. Any of them.
I'm here for it. Okay, finish telling me. Go ahead.
So, especially romances. I love romances. I love all the Netflix ones too. Anyway. So, A Christmas Without Snow, it must have been made in like the 70s, if not the early 80s at the latest.
Side note, I love that you like a lot of vintage movies.
Yeah.
I do, because you know why? Because it's something that's missing. Like, so it's just like listening to like music from 80s, 90s, early to, it doesn't, like, it's just that there's something important about that. And I think that you talking about it is dope, because you're letting people know, like, get in on this history.
Yeah, and like I said, the movie itself is cheesy. There's definitely some cheesy points to it, but it's about a woman who moves. She had gotten divorced. She has got her young son with her, and they moved to San Francisco, and she joins a church, and they're going to do the Messiah. And so it's all about them kind of getting ready for the concert and stuff like that, and hijinks ensue, et cetera, et cetera.
Right.
But at the end, they do a lot of like the concert piece, and you hear everyone sing and stuff. And I just love the Messiah so much that it like means a ton to me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But again, I can't even remember where we found it last year. We had like a DVD.
I live. Come on, DVD.
I don't even know.
Listen.
I'm sure you can find it on YouTube or something. But A Christmas Without Snow. It's a favorite of mine. Yeah.
Speaking of DVDs, we're gonna wrap this up, but I just have to say this. I literally was in my dad's basement the other day because I was actually looking for my decorations, everything for my salon suite, and I was going down there and I found 4 buckets that were top to bottom, these massive bins filled with DVDs that I had when I moved, and it's just it's so funny because now nobody uses DVD players anymore.
Even I have like a PS4 you can throw one in, but yeah.
I'm like, there's no all that money we still.
I know. Do you know how many times I bought Lord of the Rings? I bought the original versions on DVD, and then I bought the extended versions on DVD, and then I bought the original versions on Blu-ray, and then I bought the extended versions on Blu-ray, and I have bought and then I bought like the 3-pack of them together, the extended versions on Blu-ray with the extra stuff. Then I bought the digital versions, but they didn't have everything. So now I have the ultimate, I believe, the digital version that has all of the extra stuff. It's all the extended versions. It has everything. That's so much money.
She knows
I know.
Yeah. I want to.
Mm-hmm.
But I know.
It doesn't even have anything to do with the podcast. But I will watch it with you any day.
Okay. Yeah, we're gonna set that up because I actually would love to see that. I know that they do it like once a year. There's a theater in Rhode Island that actually plays them.
I would go. I went with my brother one year, and it was so good.
I want to find out because I would love to see it in that type of setting.
Yes, please. Yes,
please. Yeah, we gotta look that up because I want to see it. But going back to just the holiday movies and stuff like that, if you guys have any suggestions, let us know. Let us know your favorite holiday songs. And, this is coming out basically the week of Christmas, I believe. And so if you celebrate Christmas, whether it's Hanukkah or Kwanzaa, it doesn't matter what holiday you celebrate, or if you don't celebrate any and you just kind of like to go to everybody's house and get some grub. Right, you know what I'm saying?
That's good too.
Whatever it is, as long as you're surrounded by family and friends, our wish is for you guys to just be surrounded by love and happiness and joy.
Absolutely. Yes. And everybody that you love. Yep.
Yes. You listening to us and supporting us is your gift to us. And we are so grateful and so thankful for it.
Absolutely. We could not love you guys more. And we appreciate everything that you have done and continue to do. And we can't wait to keep going. Yeah,
we can't wait to see what happens, coming into this new year.
Yeah,
so,
yep, absolutely.
Until next time.
We love you guys.
Love you guys.